Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'm excited to get started here with you and share the information that I've got prepared. I've got a new PowerPoint I'm working with, so we're going to give it a whirl. But I'm excited to be able to share this information with you. And I'm going to tell you, what LifeVantage has done for me and my family excites me to a point of having a very high level of passion in sharing this information. So I consider it a privilege to be asked to be the one to deliver this information to you, because I feel like it's almost like giving someone a gift, and that's always a cool thing to do, right? So anyway, we're going to get started here, but what I'd like to do is first start by familiarizing you with who I am. My name's Lynette Cunningham. I joined LifeVantage with my husband about 8.5 years ago. And let's see here. Let's do that. Okay. So I joined with my husband 8.5 years ago. And when we got involved, this wasn't necessarily something, well, I can tell you, we had no idea what we were getting involved with. It came at a time in our lives where we were running 5 different corporations. Our kids were 2 and 4, very active in our church, busy, busy, busy lives. Can any of you relate to that? I'm sure you can, because nowadays everyone's busy. And we were introduced to this, and what kind of got me to stop and take a closer look. First off, I have to say that had it not been coming from the person that it came from, which is a cousin of ours that we love dearly, I don't know if I would have given it the attention that I did. But she asked me to look at this, and so I was willing. And what I found is that this company had a product that was different than anything I'd ever seen before. And one of the things that really caught my attention was that the flagship product that this company represented had a study done by LSU that talked about the benefits of this product in correlation to skin cancer. Now, that struck a chord with me because my husband had skin cancer cut out of his face. So I'm like, if this is an all-natural product and LSU is doing a study giving it good information, I mean, if you want to see the study, it's at pubmed.gov. I'm like, this is kind of a big deal. And then another study talked about the product lowering oxidative stress. And I'm not going to get into that right now. We're going to save that for later. But it was enough for me to go, maybe I should listen to a little bit more, because when Brandon's cousin shared this with us, she said it's a significant product attached to what could be a huge business. And so after I learned that little bit about the product, I'm like, okay, so what's this business? And given Brandon and I's experience in the business world, we knew that when you can beat the masses to something significant, and I mean, this is just common knowledge, really. When you can beat the masses to something significant, there's a lot of income potential. And so with that, we made a decision to get involved. And I'm going to tell you a little bit more with the help of a PowerPoint. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my PowerPoint here. Oops. I think I just messed up. Let's see. I forgot to hit share screen first. So let me come back. Sorry. I've lost my share screen button. I apologize, you guys. I'm on my husband's computer, and there it is, the little green button I was looking for. Okay, so now we can get going. Thank you for your patience with me. Okay, so we're going to talk about biohacking. Probably haven't heard of that before. I hadn't. But here's the deal, you guys. Have you ever heard of Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, Amazon? We just say you've heard of all of those companies. In fact, if you haven't, you've probably been living under a rock. Have you heard of those companies maybe 10 years ago? No. And if you had heard of it, I didn't realize Amazon was 24 years old. I just became an Amazon Prime user like in the last couple years. So There was a delayed learning curve for me with Amazon and understanding how much simpler it makes your life. But these companies have all impacted us in a big, big way. You look at Facebook, it's changed how people communicate. Amazon, it's changed how people shop. I mean, these are game changers, right? So why am I discussing that with you? Well, here's the deal. Have you heard of nutrigenomics? I'm guessing you haven't. It's another new term. And you can see it defined there as the scientific study of the interaction of nutrition and genes, especially with regard to the prevention of treatment and disease. So in layman's terms, we're talking about plants affecting your body, affecting your genes, right? Now, we know Chinese medicine has been using herbs to help with diseases and different things forever. The US is more inclined, I think, to use drugs. It's just kind of where things are, but people are making a shift. They're recognizing the harm that comes with some of the synthetic drugs, and they're recognizing the benefits that come from all natural products. So let me see if I can move this up a little bit. I'm afraid to mess with it. But basically what this other part of the page is telling us is that the nutrigenomic market is expected to reach $17 billion by 2023. Now, you think about the fact of, had you had the opportunity to be a part of educating people on what Facebook was going to become, or what Uber was going to become, or what Amazon was going to become, do you think that there would be some income potential? Well, nutrigenomics is not a common term for people, and we're a part of sharing that information and benefiting financially. And so we're going to educate you both on the product and on the business. So as we continue, we talk to people about biohacking. Well, if you're not familiar with that term, it's basically the opposite of hijacking, right? Hijacking is when something gets taken over and used for destructive purposes. That happens to our bodies daily. We are inundated with trash. Look at some of the things listed there. We are being hijacked physically, emotionally, biochemically. We've got toxins, you guys, pesticides, and we're just inundated. The damage from cell phones and from microwave ovens and allergies. We've got inundation every day all around us, right? We are biohacking our bodies, which basically means taking control, the opposite of hijacking. We are taking control of our own biology. And we're doing that with a product line that is allowing us to become the best versions of ourselves. You guys, the things that we were doing before, it's not enough anymore. You can try to eat healthy foods to help give your body the nourishment that it needs. But I mean, even that's a challenge. If you can't just go eat vegetables. No, there's too many pesticides and there's too many chemicals on them. So then you have to go pay double the price to get organics. But guess what? You have to be careful with that, because sometimes there's loopholes in how they have it packaged, and you may not be getting what you think you're paying for. So you guys, we have products that are helping us. I didn't mean to do that, but I'll tell you what, that's where I was headed. So let's go ahead and watch this video now.
Ironically, while oxygen is necessary for all human life, it is also the element that is at the root of the aging process. That's because oxidative stress, which is a toxic level of reactive oxygen in your cells, is one of the primary causes of cell damage and the adverse effects of aging. It's almost as if your cells were slowly rusting from the inside. There's no stopping the process, but as with rust, there are ways to slow it down, to inhibit the aging process, and even reverse oxidative stress. It's called nutrigenomics, the science of using nutrition and naturally occurring compounds to affect gene behavior and attack the root causes of aging. Another root cause of aging is the depletion of mitochondria in your cells as you age. Mitochondria that are the powerhouses or engines of your cells. Nutrigenomics delivers a one-two punch that creates stronger cells that are better equipped to fight the effects of aging by using the NRF2 pathway to help the body produce more antioxidants and using the NRF1 pathway to boost mitochondrial production, which inhibits the aging process and increases the energy level in your cells. Aging is inevitable. The rust comes back. The engine loses some power. But now we don't have to take aging lying down. LifeVantage's study of nutrigenomics fights the root causes of aging to help people look and feel younger, naturally. LifeVantage, at the forefront of nutrigenomics.
That makes me so proud. I love that we get to share this information. Oh my goodness, gets me excited. Anyway, okay. So we talked earlier about the in 2023, nutrigenomics being a $17 billion industry, you guys. It's going to be so much more than that because it encompasses so much more. It encompasses anti-aging products and skincare products and products for our pets and energy products and weight loss products. It's going to be far greater, more like 500 billion, right? So let's get started with our flagship product that is the one that I talked about. I told you that when I got involved, there were 3 studies done. Blew my socks off, right? One of those studies was done showing that Protandim lowers oxidative stress an average of 40%. You guys, I had never heard of oxidative stress. I didn't know what it was. And what I found is most people think that it just means stress. No, that's not what it means. Just like that video showed, it's like rust. Okay, so if you cut open an apple and you visually watch it start to turn brown, that's happening to you on a cellular level. That's what's happening to our blood, right? All of the free radical damage that our body is taking in causes oxidative stress to our body. Why does that matter? Well, just like rust decomposes an item, oxidative stress does the same to our body. And it is linked to virtually any disease that you can think of. So that being the case, if you have the ability to lower oxidative stress an average of 40% in 30 days, is that a big deal? You tell me. I decided yes. I decided it was a product I never wanted to be without. And I decided I had a moral obligation to share it with people, which is part of the reason I'm here tonight with you. Now, the next slide here talks about the studies that have been done to date. I told you there had been 3 done at the time that I got involved. Now there's over 20, you guys. And look at who these studies have been conducted by. At the time that I learned of it, it had been conducted by LSU, Colorado State University of Colorado. Look at all of them now. This is millions and millions of dollars spent. Why? Because it's a big deal. Circulation by the American Heart Association has done studies on Protandim. It's a big deal. We've had news coverage. We have patents on the formulation of the product. Why? It's a big deal. Are you guys getting the picture here? Meet its sister product, Protandim Nerf 1. The video talked about how it helps with mitochondrial function. That kind of is like our energy source of our body. So this helps to boost your mitochondria production, which means it's going to give you more energy. It's going to improve and enhance your health all the way around. The ProBio, have you guys been hearing how much talk there's been about taking a probiotic regularly? Our gut health relates to our overall health. So it's important that we take care of ourselves and that we take a probiotic that makes a difference. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people know to take probiotics. They don't necessarily know how effective their probiotic is. And here's what I'm so proud about. That's that third bullet point there. 60% culture survival rate delivers 15 times the bacteria to the gut than other similar products. You guys, that means that our product is getting where it needs to get so that it can be effective. You see the other corner there that shows the difference of probiotics that have BioTrack versus those who don't. It's the difference in making it effective. If you're going to take the product, make it one that's effective, right? The omega, you guys, this is for your cognitive health, your heart, your skin health overall. And I love that we know what we're getting. Here's one thing I love. I know a lot of times fish oils have a nasty taste or aftertaste or kind of fishy. That's not a good thing, you guys. This actually has kind of a lemony flavor. It's very refreshing and flavor, and it's in a gel. So unless you're chewing it, you're not really tasting it. It's kind of in a gel type capsule, but nonetheless, it's all of our products, our company, when you start with a product like Protan Nerf 2 that has the efficacy that it has and the studies that it has, you cannot bring on other products that don't measure up, because otherwise it reflects poorly on your company, does it not? So all of our products are the best ingredients that you can get your hands on, and I am absolutely loving them. They've put it together in a vitality stack, meaning that these products that we just went over, those 4 products, are kind of like the essential kit to biohacking, doing what you need to do to be the best version of yourself. And what I love is they not only have it in the bottles, but they also have it in little sleeves, so that as you're running out the door frantically or going on trips or whatever you're doing, you can just grab a sleeve and you're good to go. You're able to biohack even with a crazy schedule. Axio, you guys, is energy. It's energy drinks. Do you realize how many people stop at convenience stores just to buy an energy drink? And do you realize how many people are harming themselves from some of the energy drinks that are out there? I recently was at a cardiology appointment with a relative, and the head nurse was telling me that it's become an epidemic that people's livers are shutting down because of the amount of energy drinks that they're taking. People, not only are their bodies suffering, but then they do more harm to try to battle through their days, right? They're just kind of taking the wrong approach. Here's the thing with our energy product. It has benefits to it. It not only gives you energy, but it also helps with mental fatigue and brain fog. It enhances the neurotransmitter function and the brain's resilience to stress. It's like brain food, you guys, and gives you energy. That's like a no-brainer, right? Our physique line is a weight management line, not weight loss, weight management. How many people do you know who have lost weight and within no time, they're right back to the size that they were, or maybe bigger, right? This is about becoming the best version of yourself. So in our physique line, you've got the protein powder, you've got a fat burner, the ProBio, and a cleanse to overall help you in managing your weight in a healthy, nutritious way. Look at the before and afters. You guys, people are having crazy results with these products, and they're doing it in a way that's benefiting their body instead of harming their body. Our True Science line is basically Protandim Nerf 2 that you take orally and combats the oxidative stress, crazy good for you, for your skin. Your skin is your biggest organ, okay? The healing effects of True Science go far beyond the wrinkles that you see in the pictures below. Obviously, all of us want to look our best. So of course, we want to do everything we can to help ourselves in that respect. But that being said, I'm going to tell you my own story with True Science. And that's that I had serious skin eczema. And when I started biohacking, taking the supplementation as well as using the skincare line, eczema was gone. Now that's my personal experience. And I've had experiences on most of all of our products. That's why I'm so in love with them. But when you can see it visually, it's a big, that for me, that was big because it was something I combated for years and that I had to see a dermatologist regularly for. So, major benefits to that. We have Pet Tandem for dogs, which is Protandim Nerf 2 in a pet-friendly, chewable tablet, bacon flavored. And you guys, dogs' oxidative stress levels are far greater than humans, which, we know the lifespan of a pet, a dog, is shorter than a human. So when we can give them something that benefits them, I personally saw a difference for my black lab. He was having seizures. The seizures stopped when we started him on the product. So, I'm sharing my heart with you guys. These products are not, it's just not a vitamin, you guys. It's a life-changing product line, okay? So you can see here kind of the full spectrum of the products that we just went over. It is the best way to biohack the biology of your body, okay? And it mentions that there's free shipping depending on some of the different items that you order. I'm a product user of everything on this screen. I'm absolutely in love with all of it. And I've had so many loved ones benefit from it as well, that, it excites me to be able to share this with you. So obviously it shows you some of the different pricing here. You decide what you need, what maybe you can afford. I don't know. But, a lot of times we don't even realize the amount of money we kind of toss out the window. If you just add up some people's Starbucks bill in a month, they could be far better off biohacking their body with these products. So just saying. Okay, where did we start as a company? Well, we started a long time ago, but we started with a research and with a research and development company. So we weren't on store shelves initially, but I'm going to tell you what happened. ABC News did an investigative report in 2005. You may or may not have seen a clip of that video. If you haven't, you may want to ask the person who shared this with you to show it to you, because it's pretty cool watching John Kionis get his blood drawn and seeing the results. So when that aired, the company hastily began to try to fill the need of the request that was coming in, and they were able to get the product on store shelves. But with that one-time airing, that desire from people swayed as they didn't, get the products on the shelves as fast as maybe some of them were looking for it. And then it just sat on the shelves. And so in 2009, this company switched business models, pulled it off of the shelves, and started with direct sales, because there's a little bit of a story that needs to be told. This isn't like any other product that you've ever had. So it takes a little bit of an education process for you to understand the significance of it. So 2009 is when that transition occurred. We are a publicly traded company, you guys. LFEN is the ticker symbol. And I'm going to tell you what, for me, that was a big deal in giving me the confidence I needed to move on this, because I'm a skeptic. And I feel like most of us are today, because there's so much fluff out there that you have to sort and sift through. And people aren't always honest with us. So I needed some hardcore evidence for me. And for me, that came in the vehicle of the studies that had been done and the fact that this was a publicly traded company. And with that, I silenced my skepticism and I listened to my gut, and woo, best decision I ever made. So anyway, our corporate staff is comprised of people with unbelievable skill sets, tons of experience, and amazing, amazing individuals. These are some of the markets that we're currently in, some of the different countries. You can see some of the countries we are open just for customer usage as opposed to customers and distributors. We have a long way to go. We have a whole lot of more people, whole lot of lives to change all over the globe, but we're putting our dent in. You can see where we're at so far. You guys, here's what I love. There is a system in place. When my husband and I started with this company, we had never done network marketing before. We had been self-employed business owners, but that's traditional business. That's completely different than this. So I love that when I got involved, all I had to do was plug into the system, follow the system. This business is run on laptop computers and iPhones. Earlier this year, my family was in Greece. We were in Bahamas. We were in California and Colorado, all these different places, and we were able to conduct our business wherever we were, all from a cell phone. How amazing is that? With our business, we have an app so that it's easy to share videos and share content. Our company has taken a lot of the legwork out so that we can just immediately get started and start sharing this, but not in a like figure it out on your own type of way. There is a system. And when you get involved, you're told this is what you do next. And I love that because I didn't know what to do. I needed somebody to tell me that. Another thing it talks about is connecting with a team. You guys, all of Brandon and I's businesses that we ran, everything fell on our shoulders to do. Nobody was there to help us. I mean, if we needed someone to give us guidance on something, if they had the knowledge to give us guidance, they were called a competitor. They were not going to help us, right? So it allows you to connect with a team of people so that you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So I love that. Okay, this is a little screenshot basically of the corporate website. All of the information that's right there at someone's fingertips as you give them the information. You get a free replicated site when you enroll as a distributor. So again, you don't have to go out and do all of that legwork. You can see if somebody wants to, as you share this information with people, you will have people who want to order this product. When they do, it's as simple as sharing a cart, right? They say they want the Vitality Stack. Great. You can add it to a cart, text it their phone. They push a button. It's like Amazon. Why do we love it? Because it's so easy. It's push button. We can all do that. And so by doing that, it automatically is linked to you because you're sharing your cart. So it's super easy online checking out. You guys, these are the facts of the profession of network marketing. Globally, billions of dollars are being made. You can see where we were in the profession in 2011 versus 2017. It's obviously growing because people are becoming more and more dissatisfied with building someone else's dreams, honestly. They're maybe not in a position of earning the income that they need, and they're looking for a side hustle, or, there's a lot of reasons people look to network marketing. I can tell you when we looked to it, it wasn't because we realized the income potential, really. We just had FOMO. We had fear of missing out on something big. And from the significance of the product, I really did feel like there was potential that this could be big. I didn't realize how big. Just saying. Okay, now the timing. This is something else you need to look at. When you're looking at a business, you guys, you have to consider all of these different components that we're going over: the company, the trends, the timing, the product. All of these things are essential to whether or not a company or a business is worthy of your time. So when you look at the timing, understanding that the masses still are not familiar with nutrigenomics or biohacking the body. Now it's trending, right? Like we're getting there. We're getting there. And when we get there, you guys, think about the companies we talked about at the beginning, right? Uber, I believe, is 9 years old. What were some of the other ones? Airbnb, 10 years old. Amazon's 24 years old. But I'm going to tell you, once it hits, once the masses get it, and they're getting it, watch out. There's a lot of income to be had. So what do you do? What if you're like, okay, so what do I have to do? If I want to get a piece of this pie, what do you need from me? Well, you become a distributor. And right here, you can see the startup costs of getting involved in our company and the most effective ways. And I'm going to tell you right now, you can see the one listed Gold Master Pack and Start Kit, $650. Primarily, that $650 is made up of all product, right? In addition to that, you get 2 months of the full tech stack. So that's the app stuff and whatnot. And one all access event pass, meaning that when we have a corporate function, your entry is already paid for with your gold pack. Now in the platinum pack, You see, there's even more product, 3 months of the full tech stack, 2 events passes, and a platinum pack experience. So basically, this is how I got involved in the business, the platinum pack. Why? Did I need that much product for my own consumption? No, it's $1,250 primarily all product. Do I need that in a month? No, but I'm starting a business. This isn't about me. It's about opening a business and being able to share what I've got with others and help to educate them and have it in my hand to be able to do so. Also, to allow me to be a product of the product, right? So you can see some of the different things that you get in becoming a distributor with the company. You've got a corporate staff, the production's taken care of for you, the quality control's taken care of, the shipping. If somebody becomes a customer, you simply enter them in the computer, it gets shipped directly to their house. You're done. Every month when their order is processed, it goes directly to their house. You're done. You did your part. You educated them, right? You shared it with them, okay? Customer service is available to answer the phones. You get your own website, advertising, marketing, legal, accounting, events and promotions. You guys, as a business owner of all those different businesses that my husband and I had, we had to take care of all of these things. Do you realize how much time is freed up by having all of that done for you? It's huge. Okay, so how do you make money? That's the big one, right? Like, okay, if I'm going to do this, you better tell me how I'm going to get the money and how much money I'm going to get. So I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain, because I realize it's not worth your time if it's not worth your time. I get it. So when somebody gets involved in the company, they have a Smart Start bonus. Now, let me tell you the reason, the methodology. I love that our company is always looking out for us, okay? They recognize that a lot of times people don't have the money laying around to invest in that, distributor enrollment pack. Like for me, that platinum pack, $1,250. A lot of times people don't have that laying around. And I'm going to tell you right now, more than anything else, you've got to get in where you fit in. So you got to find what you can do and do that. But for me, I wanted to get involved with the platinum pack. That's the decision I made. But corporate recognizes not everybody has that money available to them to use. Maybe it's already allotted towards something else. So the Smart Start bonus puts your money back in your pocket as soon as possible. ROI is what most people are interested in, right? Your return on investment. So when you get involved, literally, you can enroll 3 people as distributors the same way that you enrolled and have your money in your pocket the very next week. So the Smart Start bonus pays out on the product that's shipped, whether it's shipped to a customer or it's shipped to a distributor. The product compensation, 30 to 40%, gets paid out the very next week to get your money back in your pocket as soon as possible. I know many people who have used money that was allotted for something else to start their business. And before that something else came due, they already had their money back without a hiccup, but had started their own business to change things for themselves, right? Because honestly, if you don't have that money set aside in savings for things that happen, maybe something needs to be changed, right? So this is an opportunity to do that. There's launch bonuses. Excuse me. We also get paid monthly on royalty commissions, generational matching bonus. The royalty commissions, let me just explain that real quick. Basically, when we talked about that initial compensation that you get, 30 to 40%, that's on that very first order. From that point forward, as that person gets their shipment each and every month, you're going to get a percentage every single month off of that product that was shipped. Okay? So you can understand how that can accumulate in time, right? Because you also are getting compensated on the product that the distributors that you've enrolled are receiving, and then the product that they have customers ordering or distributors, you're going to get compensated on. So it can add up quickly. It's called leverage. Game changer. Okay. Generational matching bonus. You guys, the company basically says, hey, you brought a distributor to the table. We want to incentivize you to help them to succeed. So to do that, we're going to give you a 10% match of their royalty commissions. And anybody that they enroll as a distributor, we're going to give you a 5% match because we want you to help them too. And anybody that they enroll, you guys 5 levels deep. The company is incentivizing us to help our team succeed. Big deal, right? The elite pools is covered right down there in the 4% global revenue share. The company puts 4% of global revenue into this pot or this pie, and they divide it amongst the top distributors in the company, which means that you have the ability to earn income off of people that you aren't even included in your organization. It's of the entire company. Why did they do that? Because they want us all to work as a team, as a family. That's way different than a lot of other companies. It's all things that make me very, very proud to be affiliated with LifeVantage. They've got the My Life Venture program. You guys, they gave my husband and I a Jeep. Not a lease, but a title. Here's your keys. Pick your color. Have fun. Love it. So much fun. Okay, now, how much money are we talking? How much money can be made? Like, let's get down to the nitty gritty. I want you to focus in on that third column, the monthly average. You guys, I hope you follow all the way down to the bottom as to the monthly average income that is being collected currently by distributors in our company. Now, it's more important to me that you focus on those middle ranks, because my question to you, like Pro 5, right dead in the middle of the ranks, what would $2,500 a month do for you? If you had an extra $2,500 a month coming into your household, how would things look different? Like, for some people, that gives a spouse the ability to stay at home with their kids. For some people, that relieves so much stress in their life that they can breathe again. They can enjoy themselves. They can enjoy life a little bit. Maybe Pro 2, $260 a month, just to be able to know that you're going to be able to put food on the table without stressing about every penny that's going out the door. It's different for each person. And you guys, you can see how significant the income potential is. I'm going to tell you, I didn't know that you can make that kind of money. I thought only like singers and, book writers and celebrities made that type of money. I don't have the ability to sing or act or, play football. So that's like crazy money. But you guys, let me just remind you, this is a publicly traded company. We can't put something in black and white without being highly scrutinized unless it is 100% on point. So I want you to know these are current incomes being made. Game changers. You guys, you have choices, right? Here's the traditional course of business. You spend the first 20 years of your life getting an education. The next 40 to 50 years you spend earning, right? Making a living. And beyond that, what does life hold for you? I don't know. I see way too many people checking me out at the grocery store who should be enjoying life. They should be on a golf course somewhere. On the news last night, I saw a report that said that there is a skyrocketing rate of bankruptcies amongst senior citizens. It was either a 200 or 300% increase from like 7 years ago, because they just don't have the money. And it's primarily due to medical cost. It's so pathetic. It's so sad. So, but that's the way that we have been programmed, right? That's what society tells you. You get your education, you go to work. But what's left over? I don't know. With LifeVantage, you guys, you spend the first 20 years of your life getting an education, but then you have the choice to learn and earn after that. When I got involved with LifeVantage, I didn't know everything I needed to know the first day I got started. I just got started and I learned as I went and as I was earning. And I'm going to tell you, my husband and I, in 4.5 years, hit the top rank of the company with no experience. Now, obviously, that's not everybody does that. Not everybody wants to do that. I mean, we worked hard to be able to do that, but it's given us a life of choice now. I told you some of the places we went earlier this year because we chose to. But here's what's more important to me. I think it's more important that you can make decisions for your family based on their needs rather than based on what your pocketbook dictates. How many times do you have to choose to go to see a doctor for your child based on what your insurance says you can go and see that doctor? I don't want my insurance to dictate who my child sees. If I feel like they need a specialist, I want to dictate that, right? And too many times people make decisions based on their pocketbook, and I get it. It's the life we live nowadays, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can decide. Here's the other thing. Some people are accustomed to this job that they've had for years, and sometimes life slaps you in the face when you didn't expect it, and you lose that job, whether it be because the company folded, whether it be because they're downsizing, or maybe a tragedy in your life. I don't know. But when that income stops, it's a financial crisis in your household. And I heard a piece of advice that I found to be incredibly powerful, and that was dig the well before you're thirsty. And I'm going to tell you what, you guys, you have the ability to start digging your well now. And as you know, a well keeps providing water. And when you build an income that's residual, that means that income is coming month after month, whether or not life slaps you in the face. And that to me is the biggest insurance and protection plan I've ever come across. Another reason I'm so proud to be with this company is that it gives back. It gives back. These are some of the different nonprofits that our company has given to and changed the lives of so many people. And I've been so proud to be a part of the company as we've gone through these different, nonprofits and seen the benefits that it's given to all of these people. So you guys, I hope you realize the significance of what I'm sharing with you here today, because I don't know if I can paint a picture big enough for you. I don't know if you can realize the significance of the information you're given, but what I can tell you is this: somebody cared enough about you to share this information. Don't take it for granted. Hopefully you'll act on it. Sometimes, like I say, you just have to listen to your gut. And maybe you've not gotten enough information at this point. Maybe you need more. Just let the person know who invited you. Let them know what you need to satisfy those questions and get started, whether or not it's just biohacking your health and becoming the best version of yourself, or whether or not it's digging that well before you're thirsty. And like I said, for me, when I started, I didn't realize where it was going to lead. I didn't realize that it was going to give my family the financial freedom that we have and the time freedom to go and do the things that we want to do as a family. So all I can tell you is take it seriously. Get with the person who shared this information. Find out whatever else you need to know to act on this. I hope you have an amazing night. Thank you for joining me, and take care.